Hey, welcome to Tank on Tank Eastfront by Lock and Load. This is an introduction to Hex and Counter kind of game here. What we got here is we got the Russians up on the top here, and we got the Germans on the bottom. This scenario is called Cats on the Prowl. Germans will activate first. You're allowed 2 action points, which is right here to keep track. So once when I do exhaust the 2 action points, I flip it over, and then I have to roll. If I roll a 1 or a 2, the Germans' turn is over and the Russians begin. But if I roll anything like a 3 plus on that one, then we keep on going. And then I'll flip it back over. I'll flip that one over, and then if I roll, see if I want to get another action point, I gotta roll a 4 plus. And if that happens, then I get to do one more action, and then we turn it over to the Russians. So, anyways, that's pretty cool. I kind of like that for the solo play here. Pretty cool, pretty cool. One other thing is, let's see. I got this Puma here, and any unit that's underlined is a HQ, which means that they have the ability to order their units freely, meaning they could say, hey, you go this way, hey, you go that way, so forth. So, and the other thing is on these, I love these. I love the size of these chits. They're big and colorful, and I just like it. The red number is their firing range. The blue number is their defense, and green is their movement. So they can move three hexes, as long as their defense is if when they're attacking. And if you roll higher, if you roll an 8 or above, then you blow this thing apart, and so forth. So there is no stacking on these, as you can see on the bottom. So once when they are destroyed, you take them off. They're done. Dunsy. So anyways, if you're if you're moving on the road, you get extra movement points. So like the Puma has 3 movement points. So if he's staying on the road, he can actually move four hexes. So same thing with the Russians. They have the same kind of thing. They just, T-34s against Panthers, Panzers, Pumas. Tiger here. The Tiger is my ace. That spades right there tells me it's an ace, which means he has ability to re-roll. So anyways, and that is about it. We'll go ahead and get this game rolling. And like I said, this is my first time playing it. There may be mistakes involved in this. Who knows? I'm not a smart man. So anyways, and let's have some fun here. Okay, since Germans go first, I'm definitely gonna have this Panther go. He could go two spaces. I'm gonna go 1, 2 into the woods. The woods gives him a -1 when someone's trying to attack. They get a -1 on their roll, so it's kind of nice to have. But the movement, you lack movement in the woods though. The Puma, gonna bring this Puma. Ready? Through this town here. 1, 2, 3, and then since he got the extra, since he's on the road, he could go one more up to 4 right here, man. Oh yeah, you pivot him this way. Also pivoting, you want to make sure your front is facing your enemies, because there's a thing in flanking where if you're being attacked from behind, you're gonna get busted. So
that's the
real
fact,
quick,
Jack.
here, I like this little grid here. That shows you the front and then your flank on the back. So pretty much whatever hex you're in, you just mark from this line here. Anything behind those lines is your flank, and then anything above, your front. It's pretty cool. I like the player's aid here. In this game, it takes 10 turns. Pretty much, victory 1 is annihilate your enemy. If you can wipe them off the board, that's a victory. The other way you can win within 10 turns is you control 2 of these 3 villages or towns right here. So, and that is it on that. So, yeah, man, pretty excited about it, as you can tell. So let's keep going here. Now, this Puma only has a attack range of 2, so 1, 2. He's definitely not in range there. So we'll go ahead and take this Panther, and he gets 2 movements. I'm going to go ahead and have him move into the town here, and then I'm going to have him move another one up here, and then he gets that extra movement because now he's on the road. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring him right up here, man. We're going to keep him close knit here, so might bring him into the woods too. So we'll see how it goes. Now my second action point, it's going to be over here. The Tiger can only move 1 because it's a big old heavy boy, but since he's on the road, I can have him move up 1 more. And then the same with the Panther. You have him here, and then have him move up, and then he can move 1 more. And it can't stack. There is no stacking in Lock and Load. So Therefore, you know, I'm gonna just bring him back and just 1, 2 here and just leave him there. So, and have him this way, this way. He has a firing range of 3, so 1, 2, 3. He's not in range, and he's definitely not in range. So now we roll the dice. We flip this over, and now we roll the dice, see if we get in third action point. Pump the brakes. I forgot to add one more panther in there, so I'm gonna go ahead. See, I already made a mistake, and I made a mistake on placement. Good gosh. So anyways, we'll put him right here, 1, and then 2. And then we'll go ahead and have him use his extra movement out here. So, alrighty. And now we're set. Now we can roll, see if they get an extra action. You roll 1d6. So 1 or 2 ends it. And oh, they're done. Next is the Russians. Okay, the Russians see what's going on here. They're like, we're not having it, man. We're not having it here. The T-34 has a movement of 2, but he's on the road, so I could give him up to 3 if I want. And we're gonna do it. So we're gonna go 1 and 2. Actually, 1, 2. He's in firing range right now, so we'll leave him there. And then same with this T-34. He's gonna use 1 extra his movement there, and then he's gonna go 2 and then 3 down here, and then we're gonna bring this T-34. You ready for this? Boom and boom right here. So yeah, pretty cool. I gotta turn these guys around. I got them facing the wrong way. Here we go. So, and now that shows them that their fronts are showing. I believe that's how it works in this game. So anyways, and we're gonna have some combat. All right, hold your horses, man. Let's get the other action point number 2 taken care of. We'll go ahead and move these guys into town here because we need to take control of a town. So this T-34 is gonna go 1, 2. I'm going to bring him up 3 since he's on the road. He gets that extra movements from a 2 to a 3. This Katyusha, whatever, he has a movement of 2. So get him on the road. There's 1. Now he can move 2 more. So 2, 3. So he's in the village here. This T-34, 1, and now 2. Actually, yeah, I don't know. I can't. Yeah, you can't stack them, so I can't put 2 in a hex if I understand. So then, crap, I'll just move him over here. So, or you know what? I'll move him over here. Yeah. And man, I got to keep these guys facing this way. I got them facing the wrong way. Yeah. So there, we'll have him pivot that way. They're fine. They're fine. And that takes care of action point number 2 for the Soviets. So now we have to roll for action point number 3. Let's see if they get it. They roll of a 1 or 2, they do not pass. So we need 3 or higher. And they got a 2. Golly, their turn ended. Next is Germans. Wow, so much for the Russians getting the first attack. Oof. So next we got the Germans here. Their first action here is I'm gonna take this Panther, and I'm gonna move. It can move 2 spaces. We're gonna do it. 1, 2, right here, and face it like so. So it's right there at the Puma. I'm gonna go ahead and have these 2 fire at this T-34 right here. Okay, it's going to be 2 dice, and they get a +1 because I got a fellow tank or Puma, whatever, going to shoot at that T-34. So we got to get a 9 or higher to destroy that T-34. And we get, holy crap, oh, it's gone. It's destroyed. It went kapooey. That sucker is gone. Okay, second action, I'm going to go ahead and move this Panther right here into woods. It can only move, it's two movement points per hex, so he can only go up to right there. But he's well defended in the woods. Okay, rolling for a third action point. Need 3 or higher. Got a 4. We got it. I will move the Tiger up 1. And since he's still on the road, alright, Germans roll for their next action point. Need a 4+. Ooh, didn't get it. Okay, it's the Russians' turn. So their first action point is the good old T-34 here is going to bust onto the Puma right here. Straight in front there. And see what happens. They need an 8 or higher. And, oh crap, hit it on an 8. Boom! Oh, and that's the HQ. Oh no! Okay, 1 action point was taken right there for blowing up the Puma HQ. let's go ahead and we'll stay over here. And I'm going to bring this dude over here. He has 2 moves, 2 movement points. So 1 movement point here. And we're going to face, yeah, we'll face like that. And then we're going to, that takes care of it. And we got to roll and see if we get that 3rd action point. All right, we need a 3+. And, crap, we failed. Oh boy. Okay, we're going into round 3, Germans. Now, in this game, Cats on the Prowl scenario, Germans can order an airstrike. You got it, man. So this is going to be cool. We're going to order some Stukas. Okay, Germans have to call an airstrike where there's line of sight of 4 hexes, which is clearly right here. I mean, they're within. So we're going to have Stukas come in dive bombing right here on these guys. So on an airstrike, I put 1 Stuka token on this dude right here. And then I got to roll D6 to place the next token. And we roll a 6. Okay, that 6 is over here, which means there's going to be nothing to hit. Good gosh. I roll a 3rd one, and it's a 4. Well, this kind of sucks, man. The 4 is right here in that hex. Nothing to hit. Okay, so I roll 2 D6s, and I got to roll a 9+. And I get 2+ on this airstrike. And crap, we rolled snake eyes. That's an automatic fail. And that airstrike takes 2 action points. So I got to roll, see if we can get another action point. A 3+. Okay, we got an action point. I'm going to use that action point for this tiger, my ace. Get him into town here. Now he's got a defense -1. The attacker has a -1 on hitting this dude while he occupies this town. Yeah, let's roll, see if we get another action point. Okay, we need a 4+ now. Oh yeah, we got another one. This Panther here is gonna go ahead and try to knock out this T-34 here, because 1, 2, he's in range. All right, needs a 9+. And oh crap, that failed. Let's see if we get our 4th and final action. Need a 4+. Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna move up my Panther HQ. 1 here and then 1 on the road. I'm gonna leave him right there and pivot. And next is the Russians. Well, the T-34 HQ and the T-34 next to him definitely have a line of sight to this Panther here, so they're gonna bust on him. Okay, it's gonna be 2 dice and they get a +1 modifier, and so they need to get a 10 or higher. And they roll. Oh my gosh! There's a 9 +1 is 10. All right, the Russian cat, who's got a 5 range, is going to launch his rockets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right at this Panther. Not going for the tiger, man, because I have to roll 12 to hit that dude. But we're going to go for this Panther right here. All right, man, we need a 10+. Come on, man. Oh, no, it didn't work. We need a 3+ to get another action. And Russians failed. Oh, crap. Okay, it's Germans' turn here. I have not been doing too well with the Germans, obviously. So I gotta flip these over. I'm gonna start off, do a first action point here with this Panther in the woods. He's just gonna kick it there and just try to knock this T-34 out. Okay, Germans need a 9+. And God, we got a 5. Eesh. Okay, time to use our ace, man. He's gonna go after the T-34 HQ right here. Okay, action point number 2. Come on, you need a 9+. And got an 8. Dang it. Okay, we need to get a 3+ for action point 3. And we got it. Cool. Okay, this might be risky here, but we're going to use this Panther HQ right here. Move him up 1 space. Oh gosh. And I'm going to go and we're going to attack that T-34 HQ. Okay, no modifiers. Germans need a 9+. Crap. Okay, rolling for another action point. Need a 4+. Failed. Russians' turn. Okay, we got a no-brainer right here. Let's see. 1, 2. Oh, they're not in range. Dang it. This is HQ, so we can. All right, we can move him forward and move him forward. So there's 1 AP used. Okay, second action point. I'm just gonna pivot here, and he's gonna take a shot at this Panther HQ. Okay, roll 2 dice and we get a +1 modifier. We gotta get a 10 or higher, man. And we got a 5 + 1 is 6. So fail. Okay, we need a 3+ for a third action point, and Russians are done. My gosh, my roll's been really bad. Okay, that's what it looks like. We're gonna go into round 5, Germans. Back at it again. We're gonna have this Panther shoot at this T-34. Need a 9+. Oh, we got the 9. All right, let's try it again with the Tiger shooting at the T-34 HQ. They need a 9+, and oh snap, kabooey. Okay, need a 3+ for an AP3, and we got it. We gotta move this Panther into action here, so 1, 2. All right, we need a 4+ for our final AP. Oh yeah, the strategy is working. Now we're going to the Panther HQ here, taking their shot at this T-34 HQ with a +1 because he's got a fellow Panther adjacent. All right, need a 9+, and we got 6 + 1, 7. Golly, screwed up. Okay, it's the Russians' turn. Okay, this T-34 HQ is not going to be able to do anything here really because he's in the woods, and I have to roll an 11 to knock this Panther out. Since he's going to keep him on the roadway, so he's got 1 and then 2, and then he gets 1 extra move, 3. We're going to get him over to town here. Oh boy, I didn't even think about it. The cat here, the Russian cat, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he's in firing range, and it will be a flank. So we're going to have on the action point number 2, the Russian cat's going to fire rockets at the Panther. Not only the +1 for a flanking shot, but he also gets a +1 here with the fellow T-34. Or is that just something that's too far out of range? I won't even count it. I'll just do the +1 for the flank. Yeah, I think that T-34 has to be in range too. So, all right, it's just a +1 for the flanking. So he's got to roll a 10+. And, oh, he only rolled a 5 + 1 is 6. That didn't work. Okay, need a 3+ for an extraction. Ah, crap. Russians are done. That's what it looks like. We're off to round 6, Germans. First action point is going to be this German Panther. 1 action there, 2, and then since he's on the road, gets that extra 1 right there. I was just thinking I made a boo-boo there with the Russians because the Germans already occupy 1 of the villages here. They just need to occupy 1 more, and if it gets to round 10, they could get a victory. I'm gonna have to bring that puppy back into town. At least he'll have a +1 on defense. German second action point is going to fire at this T-34 HQ again with a +1. Okay, we need a 9+, and oh, 11 + 1 is a 12. Oh, that T-34 is down. Okay, we need a 3+ for another action, and we didn't get it. Russians' turn. Russians' first action, 1 move point, 2 move point, and he is back into the village there. T-34-85 gets on the hill. Okay, rolling for our third action. And got a 2. Dang it! So what it looks like, we're off to turn 7. Panther has no choice. He's going to fire into the T-34 here, who's embedded in this town. Instead of getting a 9+, he needs to get 10+. And he got a 10. Oh my gosh. Oh, that hurt big time. We're going to go ahead and move this for second action point. I'm going to take this Panther here. I know we got an HQ here, but we're going to move him up here on the road. And then move up right here. Okay, we need to get a 3+ for our next action. And we get a 2. Dang, Germans are done. Okay, the KV-85 has a range of 3, so 1, 2, 3. He's going to bust this Panther right here. Needs to roll 10+. And oh, he came so close. Rolled an 8. Okay, the Russian cat's gonna 1, 2, 3. Yep, gonna go for this Panther here, and it gets a +1 for shooting behind it. Okay, instead of hitting on 10, he needs to get a 9+. Come on, cat. And failed. Okay, need a 3+ for a new action. Failed. Okay, here's what it looks like going into turn 8, Germans. I think the Germans are gonna come off with a win here. Okay, first German action point's a no-brainer. We're putting the Panther in here, so now the Germans control 2 of the villages needed for the victory. Gotta hold until the end of turn number 10. German's second AP is we're gonna fire at the KV-85 here. 1, 2, 3. They're in range, and it'll be a +1. Now, if I could only roll good here, I've been horrible with my dice rolls. So we need a 10 plus. Actually, we need a 9 plus with the modifier. My gosh, this is gonna be funny. If I could roll for the next AP, I'm gonna have this tiger. 1, 2, 3. The Russian cat is in range, and we're gonna fire upon that. Okay, we need a 3 plus for action number 3, and we get it. Yes. Okay, the tiger needs 8 plus to blow it up. Come on, tiger. And that didn't work. Okay, I'm not gonna bother trying to roll for another action. So I forfeit that. Next is the Russians, and we're gonna go for a third try with the Russian cat trying to bust this panther here. I'm just rolling low, man. Okay, just need a 9 plus. And, God, we did it again. Sucks. I'll use the Russian second AP to move up here. Need a 3 plus to get that extra action. Failed. Oh my gosh. Alrighty, we're moving off to turn number 9, Germans. I'm gonna have the tiger, who I forgot is an ace. Golly, man. Fire at that cat again, and if I have a horrible roll, I could re-roll it. So let's do it again. He's gonna fire at the Russian cat. It'll be an 8 plus to hit. Need an 8 plus. We got a 9. Blew that sucker out of the neighborhood. German second action point. Gonna bust out this KV-85. See what happens. With the +1 modifier, we need a 9 plus, and we got. What is that? 7, 8. Okay, next up the Russians. I mean, the Germans really are sitting pretty. They got 2 of the towns here. So unless the Russians do some kind of miracle and blow up that tiger, which is tough to do. Okay, just gonna do a Hail Mary here. So he's got 2 moves. So 1 move there. Now he's on the road. So 2, 3, and he's in range to go shoot this panther here. It's gonna be 11 plus to hit. T-34 needs 11 plus. Oh my gosh. And whoa, he got 11, dude. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, here we go, man. It's doable, man. Okay, we got the T-34-85 here with a firing range of 3. Okay, and then we have the KV-85 next to him, so he's gonna get a +1 modifier. He's on a hill. So he could shoot over this panther and try to go for his tiger. 1, 2, 3, and on a hill you get a +1 range. 4. He's gonna freaking lob or shoot into the town here on this tiger and see what happens. He will need, oh my gosh, and he's in town, so he's at 11. It's a 12 with +1. He's gonna need an 11 to kill this tiger. Here we go, man. Need an 11. Need an 11 plus, and. Oh no, didn't happen. Well, bummer, man. There's no sense to go for a third action point because I used them all. It's all used up. We're going into turn 10 here, and the Germans, they have to wipe us out or come over here and get this village, and it's a victory for them. So, alrighty, German turn. Okay, I'm going to have to do this separate here. I'm not going to use the +1 modifier and try to roll and hopefully get a roll for a third action point and a fourth somehow. I'm going to have this panther shoot at this T-34 on the hill. There is no minus or whatever, so it's just going to be a straight up. He needs to get a 9 plus. 9 plus, and nope, didn't get it. 6. Next is going to be this panther here. I'm going to go ahead and have him shoot. Heck, I'm going to have him shoot at this T-34 here. He's got a 9. Have still supposedly a better chance hitting that. We're in second action point, need a 9 plus, and didn't get it. All I have is a tiger, but we have to roll a 3 plus to get that action point. And jeez, Germans are done. Soviet's first action point is I gotta have him control this village, this town. So we got one of the villages. So right now it's It's a stalemate. Man, I was double checking the rules because I was thinking there, you have your action points. You're allowed to 2 action points, and then you have to roll to get your 3rd and the 4th. And I was thinking, well, heck, what if I have this KV-85 go 1, 2, 3, because he has a movement. Oh, he only has a movement of 1. See, that wouldn't work. Never mind. I was trying to find a way to go around, and that's not going to happen. I guess since this is round 10, if nothing happens here, I mean, I could try another Hail Mary on this tiger here. And if we destroy that, I guess we could say it's a Russian victory because Russians have 1 village to Germans 0. Or call it a draw, which I don't like doing draws. Or we could do this for round 10. Since both of them have a town village controlled, one apiece, maybe the one with the less units on the board loses. Let's go that route. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to have these guys shoot at these dudes. Now, I've been playing where I use the modifier. So like, say you got this action here, because we're on our second AP. So if I use him to shoot at this guy, but use his modifier, I'm under the assumption that when I roll for a 3rd AP, I cannot use this guy because he's already shot. Help me shoot. So this may be it right here, because I got to use the +1 modifier to get any kind of advantage we have. So this roll here, we'll consider it to be the last roll of the game, man. It's either going to be a draw or / stalemate, or Russians win if they destroy one of these units here. Oh, this is it. Okay, we need a 10. No, we need a 9. It would have been a 10, but we're using a +1 modifier. So we need a 9+ to destroy one of those Panthers. Come on. And we got a 9. We got a 9. The Russians win. Playing this right, or maybe messed up a little bit here and there, it's a fun game. I truly enjoyed this game. This is a really good way to introduce people in the hex encounter or whatever. I enjoy it. I mean, like I said, the chits are big, colorful, you can read them and all that. Easy to maneuver, small maps, not that many counters. And I had a blast. It came, I know the victory is either you wipe everyone out or you own 2, or you occupy 2 of the 3 towns. Well, we got a draw here. We got 1 for the Russians and 1 for the Germans. So I went by who had the more units on the map wins. Well, count how many there is. There's only 2 Germans and there's 3 Russians, and the Russians squeaked by with a W on this one. And that's how I'm going to play it. I was thinking about, well, I could do turn 11 and see what happens, but nah, we'll leave it at that, man. This was a very fun game. They're fast turns. I really enjoy that. It's pretty fast. So, alrighty, man. Me talking is probably what makes this game longer. So, really enjoy it. Devin, thank you very much for helping me out on some of the questions. Feel free to contact Lock and Load. They're a bunch of nice guys there, and they will help you out on their games. And really, really fun. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the scenario. So keep an eye out for some more Lock and Load Eastfront. And we'll finish out the rest of the scenarios. I had a blast, guys. If you watch this, let me know what you guys think. And, spot out the mistakes. I was trying to catch myself as I was playing here. So again, this was my first time playing a Lock and Load game. And it's an introduction game. So it's not too hard. But like I said, I'm not a smart man. But I had a blast. It came down to some crucial dice rolls, and that's what it was real fun. Sorry if I screamed when I'm on some of those dice rolls there. Just it was fun. So thank you guys. Leave any comments, subs, likes, whatever, and all that stuff. And I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.